Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the FrostBytez gaming experience with part 31 of the Pokemon Blue walkthrough. Originally we were going to be taking a look at the Pokemansion, but I completely forgot that to start it off, there's a couple things that I've also got to take care of beforehand. In either the previous part or the part beforehand, I went on my way and got a lot of hidden items that I originally couldn't get to because I didn't have the particular HM moves in order to get to them. Unfortunately, I forgot about a couple others that I was also supposed to do. One of which is that once you learn the move Cut, you can get back here and talk to the scientist, and you get yourself an old Amber that is capable of giving you an Aerodactyl. And I believe there's one more area, and I believe if I remember correctly, it's in Viridian City? No, Vermilion City. And there is a hidden item that's actually relatively interesting to get to. So you come to this one particular building and you've got to surf in order to get to the hidden item on the building. This is like one of those hidden items that it's like, unless you have a guide, there is probably no means of knowing that the item is here, other than obviously when you're utilizing the item finder, that'll kind of help you out a bit. But I guess, I don't know, I never myself could imagine being able to figure out that, oh, there's a possibility that I have to surf my way into whatever it is I gotta get to. But come on over here to this particular looking building. Got a couple scientists here and there, and there's one in particular that you need to talk to in order to get a lot of old fossilized ordeals turned into actual Pokemon, such as the old Amber that turns into an Aerodactyl, and whatever stone I have that gives me an Omnistar or whatever. Yeah, Helix Fossil, all that good stuff. Yep, Omnimite. My goodness. I'm so sorry. The weather has been rather interesting here lately, and my voice has been kind of getting affected by it. And as you can tell, like, I just got so much gunk just stuck in my throat that I've been trying to get rid of. But anyway, so I decided to show off that, you know, they tell you, hey, why don't you go do something for a little bit, and then, you know, your Pokemon will be ready. All you got to do is leave the building and then come back in to talk to the guy. He'll then ask, you know, hey, where have you been this whole entire time? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. All I had to do was just 2 spins, and then everything was going to be A-okay, no problem. So, I don't know. But anyways, aside from that, oh, okay, my phone is blowing up on me. Oh my goodness. Okay, so anyways, I decided to cut this particular one out because it's like, oh, I've already shown you what you got to do. You just have to leave the building, then come back into the building, and then you get yourself your old fossilized. You get yours. I'm so sorry, your fossilized Pokemon. All of which are rock-based. 2 are rock-water-based. The third one in the Aerodactyl is rock-flying-based. Out of all of them, Kabuto and Kabutops were my absolute favorite. I'm not the biggest fan of Omnimite, Omnistar, but that's mostly because I've never really utilized it, so I don't know how good it is or how bad it is, or if I even particularly like it that much or not. I'm not exactly sure, because again, I've never really went on my way to use it, because I always thought that Kabutops was one of the coolest looking Pokemon I have ever seen. Just a weird looking like Trilobite that just has these 2 like sword claws. You know, another reason why I like Scyther so much, is so cool. But anyway, so you might be thinking to yourself, why aren't we going to the gym and taking care of the gym? Well, the fact of the matter is, you can't enter the gym, because once you get close to the gym, it says that it is locked. You have to go inside the Pokemon Mansion in order to find the key to unlock the door of the gym. To which I ask, why? Why is this a thing? Okay, because the gym itself has its own little stipulations in it. You know, there's a questionnaire sort of thing. You get it right, you get it right, you move on. You get it wrong, you go against the trainer. And even if you get it right, you can still go against the trainer just to get yourself the experience that you need. So I don't know what it is, like, why we have to go out of our way to find a key in order to open up the door. Because people are inside there. All you have to do is just give it a good couple knocks and they'll let you in. I never really understood exactly why it is that you have to go find the key in order to go take care of this gym. I don't know why that's a thing, but, you know, whatever. But yeah, we got a good couple amount of stats we got to take a look at here, but I've got to take a look at this for a quick second, so kind of just enjoy the video as it goes while I give myself a little bit of a quick read here. Oh, okay. Alright, so anyways, had to give that a little bit of a quick look there, so apologies on that. But anyways, so taking a look at stats when we are here in the Pokemon Mansion. As you can see, quite a lot of like higher, well actually no, this is more of a trainer fight, but you know, we do have some higher level Pokemon that we gotta go against all the same. Anyways, so in floor 1, red and blue, 40% chance to run to a Ponyta, and that is it. Whereas if you are in the blue version, 10% for a Vulpix, 40% chance for a Grimer, 4% chance for a Muck, 5% chance for a Coughing, 1% chance for a Wheezing. Red version, 10% chance for a Growlithe, 5% chance for a Grimer, 1% chance for a Muck, not Mutt, Muck. 40% chance for a Coughing, 4% chance for a Wheezing. You find yourself on the second floor. Oh, well, hang on a second. Yellow version, my bad. 35% chance for a Rattata, 25% chance for a Raticate, 20% chance for a Growlithe, and 20% chance for a Grimer. On floor 2, red and blue version, 25% chance for a Ponyta. Blue version, 25% chance for a Vulpix, 40% chance for a Grimer, 4% chance for a Muck, 5% chance for a Coughing, 1% chance for Wheezing. And now that I'm looking at it, are these actually the exact same stats all across the board? And it looks like it is. Kind of. In the yellow version on floor 2, 35% chance for a Rattata, 25% chance for a Raticate, 35% chance for a Grimer, 5% chance for a Muck. There is no Growlithe on floor number 2 in the yellow version. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Got some different. Everything else looks exactly the same though. So, yeah. Yeah, so only in the yellow version does floor 1 and 2 change. Floor 3, on the other hand, all of these are different based on what game that you're playing. In the red version, you have a 15% chance for a Growlithe, 24% chance for a Ponyta, 5% chance for a Grimer, 1% chance for a Muck, 40% chance for a Coughing, 15% chance for a Wheezing. Blue version, 15% chance for a Vulpix, 14% chance for a Ponyta, 40% chance for a Grimer, 15% chance for a Muck, 5% chance for a Coughing, 1% chance for a Wheezing, and a 10% chance for a Magmar. And the yellow version, 35% chance for a Rattata, 25% chance for a Raticate, 35% chance for a Grimer, and a 5% chance for a Muck. And then finally, basement floor number 1, once we get to that point, red and blue version, you have a 15% chance for a Ponyta. Red version, 15% chance for a Growlithe, 5% chance for a Grimer, 1% chance for a Muck, 50% chance for a Coughing, 14% chance for a Wheezing. Blue version, 15% chance for a Vulpix, 50% chance for a Grimer, 10% chance for a Muck, 5% chance for a Coughing, 1% chance for a Wheezing, 4% chance for a Magmar, and the yellow version, 40% chance for a Raticate, 40% chance for a Grimer, 10% chance for a Muck, and a 10% chance for a Ditto. One of the few areas where you are capable of getting yourself a Ditto, the transformation Pokemon that can turn into basically whatever it is that you want to turn it into, just as long as you're facing whatever it is that you want to turn it into. One thing that I actually am not aware of, because I don't really go on my way to capture a Ditto ever, one thing that I actually do not know is that if Ditto transforms into a Pokemon in the middle of a battle, if you call it back to throw out a different Pokemon, when you bring it back out, does the transformation stay? Or does it go back to a normal Ditto to where then you could retransform into something else? I'm going to assume and once you transform it once in a battle, that's it. It stays that way. But seeing as I've never really utilized a Ditto and never went on my way to throw it out, transform it, bring it back, and then throw it out again, I actually am very unsure on how that actually works. Not exactly sure. Oh, Jesus. Un momento. I got myself the hiccups. Gotta take care of that. Okay, I think we're good. Oh, Jesus. This episode's got a lot of silence in it for, like, no apparent reason. I get, like, an important text, and then I'm trying to, like, get rid of hiccups. So, life lesson for you guys. So, anybody out there, if you ever get the hiccups and you're rather annoyed with it because you don't really like getting hiccups whatsoever, there is a way to take care of it. By the way, Lapras basically just kills himself, and it made me so unbelievably frustrated at this point. If I don't know if people know, but if you have the Super Game Boy, for the Super Nintendo, there's a cool little feature on there where I think if you hit either the Y or the X, one of the two, you swap like the color palette in one way or another, and it's really a fun way to like show complete like frustration of something happening. So I'm basically saying that to like state that if I was playing that version, the minute my Lapras fainted there, I would have been spamming the hell out of the color palette just to show my utter frustration of what had just happened. But anyways, so little life thing for you guys. So if let's say you have the hiccups and you're tired of having the hiccups and you want to get rid of them once and for all. How do we go about this? People think, you drink water, you hold your breath as long as you can, all that kind of stuff. And I've actually found one that has always worked for me, no matter what. Okay, and that is, yes, you do hold your breath, but it's not just a matter of holding your breath, because just holding my breath is not enough for me to relieve myself of any hiccups. What I do is I'll hold my breath, but then I'll kind of like exhale within like holding my breath. So essentially, like, when that ordeal you do when you try and make your cheeks look all puffed out and whatnot, try and act like a squirrel or a chipmunk or something like that. Essentially what you do is you just hold your mouth shut to hold your breath, but then you exhale within to like really, fill up your cheeks, and then you just swallow it back. And you do that again and again and again and again and again until you desperately need a breath of air. And then they kind of just go away. That's what's always worked for me. So if anybody out there watches this and at some point you're just like, oh, I need to, I got the hiccups and I don't really want the hiccups, just remember, hold your breath, exhale within your mouth, and then swallow it back in, and just keep doing that until you just physically can't anymore. And I can almost guarantee that the hiccups will go away. It might just be a thing for me, but I do know that with a lot of people that I've given this advice to, they said that it's always worked for them as well. So, there you guys go. There's also like the whole entire, I guess, like you can scare the hiccups out of somebody. I don't know. That's never worked for me either. I'm just, I'll stick with holding my breath and looking like some kind of weird person whose cheeks are always like puffed out for a bit. Especially because, again, when you swallow the air back, your cheeks go back to normal. So it's just seeing somebody just, and I know you guys can't actually see it, but like just visually imagining like somebody that cheeks go in and out and in and out and in and out, that kind of ordeal. It looks really silly and really weird, but again, it works. So, that's exactly why I do. I tell people it's well worth looking a little bit silly, because then you don't have to worry about the hiccups anymore. I'd much rather look silly for a couple seconds instead of, having to deal with the fact that I gotta deal with hiccups and whatnot. Burglar wants to fight because, in this Pokemon Mansion, there's burglars for some reason, even though the mansion is completely open for everyone to go in. And oh, by the way, you kind of have to go in there to get the key to go to the gym anyways. This is kind of how it is. Am I a burglar just because I want to go against the gym leader? I guess. I mean, in reality, if you really think about it, we are one of the biggest burglars in this entire game. We walk into everybody's house, everyone's business. We find something on the floor, we just outright take it because we're just like, oh, this is mine now. Like, that whatever we take probably belongs to somebody. Yeah, we went through the Silphco building and, we took care of all the rockets. But, we took every single item that was in there. Some of those were probably testing items. We took the TM Earthquake, and that was probably going to get shipped to somebody, and we just took it for our own. Did I missed a... oh no, my secrets are being exposed. Oh my god, alright, that wasn't what you think. Oh my god. So, I completely forgot to edit out a wild encounter there, unfortunately. But, yeah, because I'm playing on the Visual Boy Advance, anyone that has a Visual Boy Advance, you also have basically a turbo speed option. And there's a lot of times when I was doing this where I had to use the turbo speed option. And a lot of cases for the grinding, so then I could be like, finish up recording of one episode, and then the next episode's like, oh, I gotta get such and such Pokemon up to like, 10 levels higher than what it is. Such as like, let's take Lapras for instance, Lapras has like a relatively low level, so I had to get up to like about level, I think you start, Lapras was level 15, I had to get up to like level 25, 30, something like that. Took me about 10 minutes. because all I do is just go to an area that I know Lapras can destroy with type advantages, and you just hold down that space bar and you just speed your way through it. It can get a little bit weird though, because like, say if you've used up all the moves of one particular move, then you gotta like actually scroll down to the other one, and then that goes like really fast, and especially for the Gen 1 and Gen 2 versions, the speeds go up to like 1,000% faster. So it's really fast, as you guys saw during that muck fight that I went through. And yeah, so like, just to save myself on time, I would utilize the speed boost option, and now I'm all exposed because you all saw me actually do that there, and this is rather embarrassing. I thought I edited out every single wild encounter, but I guess I missed one. And I mean, to be fair, when re-watching it to do the editing, sometimes it all just kind of blends together after a while, to the point where it's like, I want to get this done. And, you know, once you get in that mindset, because of the fact that, again, it does kind of all blend together a bit, then, you just kind of, I don't know, you just kind of overlook things. Especially because, admittedly, I also watch something else as I'm editing. Because half the time I'm like, oh, you know, trainer battles and all that stuff. There's no wild encounters, and yeah, sometimes you miss them. And I completely missed that one, so I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm also sorry this episode kind of sucks, but I'm so tired. And, like, my voice is just kind of like, I'm getting, like, clogged up a bit here in my throat. Just because of the fact that all the heat going on, and I don't know. That also came out a little bit weird, but is this episode almost done with? Oh my god, there's only like a minute left. I think I can get it. Yeah, we found the secret key. We found the one and only secret key. So now my other question then is, like, was no one able to go against the gym leader? Like, was nobody able to? Because I found the one and only secret key there. It's not like they just put out another secret key all of a sudden. And the other question, again, is that if somebody was in there and not letting anybody in, like, were they trapped inside there? When I go there, well, is, like, everybody that's, like, in the gym, the trainers and the gym leader himself, are they trapped? Can they not get out? Is it literally up to me to get them out of there? I never, ever have understood, like, how this secret key works and, like, why it's there and all this other stuff. It just, I don't even know. Anyways, yeah, that's, like, a little bit of a mini rant over, and I'm just kind of, like, frustrated because this episode kind of sucks right now because I've had to, like, pause a couple of times, and I don't know, I'm, like, stirring all over the place. And this weather sucks. And, yeah, we're almost done. In fact, yeah, we are heading out. Luckily, there's a secondary exit, which doesn't make any sense because then we come out the exact same frickin' door. This doesn't work. That's not how any of this works. I don't know. But whatever. That's the end of part 31. And hopefully, you know, the rest of the parts that I do won't turn out nearly as bad. I really am sorry. Enjoy the rest of your evenings. Get you guys on the next part.